Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing tonight? I'm so sorry for running so late, but I figured better late starting this live stream than never starting this live stream. So that's where we're at today. Oh my gosh, I got 10 of you guys in here. That's really cool. How are you guys doing tonight? We got our tarot cards back tonight. Hello, Frankie Ducky. Hello, Jay. Hello, John. Nice to see you again. I'm so sorry for starting this live stream so late, but again, hello, the mind. Hello, I see you were here first. Hello, Deem some. Hello. Better late than never, am I right? Hello. Oh, thank you so much, Frankie. Thank you so much. I've been good. If this question is to me, I've been good. How are you guys doing tonight? How are you guys doing? I really hope, to have a good stream tonight. I am so sorry for running late, but again, this is my better late than never live stream that we are starting. So let's see. Let's set the intention for some healing vibes tonight. Thank you everybody for joining in. I'm really interested to hear some questions. This is an interactive chat, okay? I want to know how you guys are doing. And if anybody wants any individual readings, feel free to send a donation. I will do that for you. Otherwise, we're going to be doing some collective card polls today. Oh, thank you so much, John. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Alrighty, what's in the cards for John? Let's see. Do you have a particular question, John? I'm actually going to use these crystals to set the intention. Let's see. I am a self-taught Python AI programmer, and I had a big breakthrough at the intersection of AI and quantum computing. Wow, that sounds like really a lot of smart stuff. Please, 1 second. Oh, I'm dying. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Okay. Sorry, everyone. I started choking. I died. It's really dry in the room where I'm recording this. I put the fan on. It might even make it worse. But so please pull an affirmation card if I start with company or science direction. For John, let's see. Let's do one company and then one science. Let's see. Yes, I completely died. So on the first side, I'm going to do company, and then on the second side, I'm going to do science. Oh, thank you so much, Exponey. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm so sorry. My throat is so dry. Let's see. Okay. Let's do company. Trust your own confidence. I see your intuition kind of coming a little bit blocked. Science or company? Dang! What? Why do I have both? You got the Chariot and the Magician on either side. So with science, I see there being like movement forward, progress, action, like new endeavors, just new inventions, that type of thing. But with company, I am seeing you standing in your power, believing in yourself. I see you worried about this at the bottom of the deck. I think that you know deep down which one is good for you. With the High Priestess coming through in the reverse, I think you know which one, but I think both can be prosperous. If you want to do the company, it's going to take some resilience. I see this being like a last preparing for the worst. So don't prepare for the worst with this company. And then with the science, I see it being like a shakeup at first, and then I see things getting better. Does that make any sense so far, John? Does that make any sense? Was at EDC last weekend. Ooh, EDC. Oh, I think business. That's what I had been thinking. Let's see. Yeah, is the company business? Because I see you going in that direction too. I kind of see you not taking action though. Almost like procrastinating a little bit on both. I feel like you need to act quickly because I was already leaning towards profit-oriented venture first. Yeah, let's see. Company, John. Yeah, I see you having more help with other people if you go like the company route. I see you talking to a lot of other people. If you go the science route, I see it burning slowly, but I see both being good. I was procrastinating my patent due in August. I was just finishing it when I had a huge breakthrough. Yes. I honestly see either direction being prosperous. Like at the end of the day, you have the Magician and the Chariot at the bottom of these decks. But, no choice is a decision. So you have to trust your intuition on this because I feel like you deep down know what to do. But Exponey, what would you like a reading on, or would you just like an affirmation card? I hope that makes sense, John. Keep me posted. I know it sounds like stupid, but I really do see both of them being good for you, just you not knowing which one to do yet. Yes, it's like founding a new field in the future is wide open. I do. Thank you. Okay, I'm glad. I hope so, because both seem very, very prosperous. So I recommend going towards both. Or like whichever one you feel is better suited for you. Exponey, let's see. Let's pull you an affirmation card. But yes, thank you so much everyone for joining. The High Priestess makes sense because it was already leaning towards a profit. Yeah. Okay. Yes, that makes sense. I think I already read that. But let's see. Feel free, you guys, to ask any questions. I hope you guys liked the last YouTube video I put out. I hate being vulnerable on camera. It makes me cringe. Yes. Okay. Let's see what affirmation card you get, Exponey. Let's see. I'm so lonely that I watch you from Moscow, very far away from my destination. Oh, well, hello to Moscow. Let's see. When was I first exposed to IFS? When I first went to therapy for myself. So, I am blessed, Exponey. I am blessed. Everything is working out to my maximum advantage at this time. I witness miracles every single day. So you could be noticing that lately maybe there's been something good or something unexpected kind of going your way every single day. I feel like you're being caused to focus on that. The universe is conspiring to my greatest benefit to shower me with abundance, goodness, and love. I am in awe. I am wowed by life. I am humbled. I am grateful. I choose to see evidence in my life that I'm truly blessed. Thank you, life. Thank you, life. So that's the affirmation card for you. I hope that that makes sense. Um, and hello to Moscow. Feel free to hang out, ask some questions, stick around. Yeah, it's fine. You know, it was a grief that was never fully processed. Um, what first exposed you to IFS? Yes, like when I first went to therapy for myself. Electrolyte. Oh, I love those electrolytes. Let's see. Thank you so much for sharing your story. In the last video, it must have been difficult. I have a friend whose house were burned down, but she's doing so much better. Yeah, yeah, no problem, no problem. And it was like a lot of it like exploded. Like it didn't burn to the ground fully, but it was a lot. Like it was like starting. It might as well have. You know what I mean? It was starting over. Frank asked my mom was still in touch with a guy she liked in high school through social media. Should I tell my dad? No, I wouldn't tell your dad. I would just let them figure it out. I don't think that it's necessarily a bad thing. Her being in touch, there might not be anything scandalous going on. As you get older, you know, it's interesting to have friends from your life. Like I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it. If they've been together for a long time, I wouldn't worry about it. Um, yeah, that was an intense video, Amanda. Especially the photos. I can't believe that happened. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Me neither. But yeah, like I spent a lot of time alone, and that's when I was like, if I don't start opening up about all my weird experiences with being alone, then it would be a waste because I feel like I can relate to this community and have like more insights for this community than most people, and it would just be disappointing to keep not bringing it up, you know. um Amanda, tell me they are a good omen out there. I'd love to hear it. Yes, there is a good omen out there. In some of your video introductions you say I have a bachelor's in the fine arts and master's in the art of pickup. Do you actually have a BFA? If so, in what specialization? Yes, I have a BFA and I'm currently getting my master's right now. I'm getting my master's for helping people, as I like to say. It's weird. I don't know why I don't talk more about it. I guess I'm just like scared to share information. But yes, I have a bachelor's in the fine arts, writing actually, and I'm currently getting my master's. And you know, I help people in therapeutic settings outside of just coaching. That's the best way I can explain that. Smoke damage will destroy everything, even if the structure remains intact. Yes, exactly, Jay. Exactly. Um, you're not getting into quantum computing, self-learning Python. The house fire must have been both terrifying and devastating. Yes, it was a lot of both. It was a lot of both. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Isaiah. I like my loneliness and I do not pursue relationships. Is it okay? Yes. Yes, that's okay, but for how long? For how long? Um, your soul is meant to expand in this lifetime, and if you are at the point where being alone feels too comfortable, then that means that your soul isn't expanding in all the painful ways that it needs to expand in order to be alive. So you got to make sure to keep getting that life force energy, and sometimes that can be a relationship, but other times it might not be, you know. We have a lot to work through, so sometimes being alone is the most comfortable, but come being comfortable comes at a cost at a certain point. Everything is going to be okay. The nukes dropped out in the distance, kind of like the scene in the Fallout TV show. I have a large collection of bottle caps. TK Dow or TKD Cow asked, marriage has been on a slow but steady decline in the United States over the last few decades. What would your biggest who what would you are the biggest contributors? Who hurts the most and why? Wait, what? Um What do I think the biggest contributors are to that? Who hurts the most and why? I think a lot has changed, right? The way we navigate human relationships have changed. Oh, thank you so much, Frankie Ducky. Thank you so much. If a stranger woman in public notices something about my backside, is that a form of flirting? I think it really depends on the context. Who is the woman? What had happened? If you give me a little bit more context, I could like pull a card for you. Um, how is everything going with Jackie though? I do have to ask, how is everything going with Jackie, Frankie? Oh, thank you so much, X Bony. Thank you so much. Fear is a mind killer. Overcoming a bit this dream. LOL. What are you getting your masters in exactly? Social work. Social work. Um, I just stopped believing in love and I felt more comfortable about not having it. Yeah, the issue is that when you stop believing in love, the universe is actually going to present you with like a person that could actually evolve into love, and then you're going to miss it so fast, and like that becomes the issue. It's like the self-fulfilling prophecy. It goes so deep and you end up missing what's right in front of you. Um I got it in social work, but let me know, Exponent, if you need me to pull anything else. Let's get an affirmation card for Frankie Ducky. What does Frankie Ducky need to know? What does Frankie Ducky need to hear? Let me know if I missed anyone for this. Oh, I am grateful. Frankie Ducky, a lot about gratitude is coming through at this time. Your guides want you to be grateful right now, Frankie Ducky. Noticing the small things. You an MSW, you have to hear about other people's problems all day every day. It's like it's intimately helping people but in different ways. Let me read this though. I'm grateful. It is easy to look for all the gifts in my life. I appreciate the small joys and blessings that surround me each day. Gratitude fills my heart and transforms my perspective. I am thankful for the ability to see how much there is to be thankful for. Gratitude is my daily practice and it enriches my life with contentment and joy. My heart is full of appreciation. That's for you, Frankie Ducky. That's for you. So was that a form of flirting? It can be. I'm not really sure though, it can be. I would have to know a little bit more. Oh, she poked me on the back and told me I had something on my backside. Did you have something there? Because like she might have been pointing something out, but maybe she was flirting. Um, I really like your previous video. Smith is a class clown. Oh, thank you so much, Arthur. Thank you so much, or Arthur. Thank you so much. A girl with a big forehead was smiling back at me. Oh, I don't know what this conversation is about. I stopped the W2 software. Um, Black pill is not the way, Bobby. Yeah, pull out more of your lore. What's your life story lately? Me? Um, do you think no one is destined to quote be alone, even outcasts, extreme outliers? Sorry, one second. Do you think that no one is destined to be alone, even outcasts or extreme outliers that simply have no connections? Maybe platonic relationships be just as valuable as being in a relationship for some. Nobody is destined to be alone. You create your own destiny. As annoying as that sounds, especially for a lot of us that have been alone for a long time. But when you start to tell yourself that being in a relationship is so impossible, the issue is that every opportunity where a connection can form, you start dodging it. Like it starts folding in front of you. Like it's like I don't know, like you'd be surprised as how many as because you're assuming that how many relationship connections and women that could be interested in you you're going to miss because of that assumption, and it stinks. So don't get too far deep into that assumption. It's almost like I'm going to reject the idea of love ever happening so I don't have to experience love happening again, but then you end up rejecting connections that could be made before you even got a chance to get rejected from them, if that makes any sense. Hello, Sean. Hello. It's so nice to see you. I don't know what the oofy doofy theory is, Sal. I don't know what that is. What do you think of the so-called ex-black pillars? I've taken the black pill, but I am involved with things which overlap on margins. No doubt why YouTube recommends this channel, which such zeal. What do you think of ex-black pillars? And the thought of no longer agreeing with that set of beliefs is outrageous. The shame of a turncoat would be unbearable. It's probably the same with black pillars, at least a good number of them. So the issue with the black pill is that the black pill is also an ideology created from pain. So if you really feel exiled again and again by every socialization sphere, you're gonna start thinking that you are the problem and that it's your looks, that it's something that you can't control. Because otherwise, why is this your reality being manifested? There must be something with my looks, and again, it's another waste of an opportunity, because you would be surprised who would like you for you, but like we end up turning that away out of fear. Like, I'm gonna reject the idea of love before it can reject me. We end up doubling down on it. It's so easy to think that love is not going to happen and then watch seemingly nothing on the surface happen. It's so easy to do that. You got to take the harder route. You can't lose faith. You're going to need to build a lot of faith. Amanda, if one finds the same kind of women attractive, if I go for a type of woman that has given me happiness before, is that a fixation or I'm not sure what you mean by that, Bobby. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Very good answer. I agree. It's not good to assume what the future will hold. Yes, because you're gonna believe that, right? Like, you're gonna believe, like, oh my God, like, love, relationships are just not possible for me. You're gonna believe that. So then if something, like, if by the miracle that your mind would create it out to be, if a minor miracle were to happen, you wouldn't take that opportunity. You'll miss it. Ideologies from pain aren't necessarily wrong. A lot of them are. You got to be careful of any form of ideological thinking. You're constantly constructing this reality. So you have to be so careful. What ideological forms of dogma are you taking in? Because that's going to construct your reality one way or the other. That's going to create meaning in your reality one way or the other. You can end up seeing something out to be true, but was it the truth after all? Truth with the capital T. If you want to get to the truth, you have to deconstruct every form of ideology ever born into this world. And then you'll start tripping out and being like, what is reality really about? Do you believe in the power of a curse? Oh, thank you so much, Mark. Power of a curse, not really. Amanda, for an average guy, does cold approaching work? Yes, of course. It does not happen often enough. I am abundant and I stand in my value, and I'm able to see more clearly and more aligned opportunities arise. I think you are being guided, Mark, to cold approach. Every day becomes easier and easier to attract what I need. So just going a little bit day by day is what your guides are asking of you. I choose to see evidence in my life that I'm supported and that I am prosperous and that I am valued. So focus on the social interactions that are positive. Don't get caught up in the negative ones. I choose thoughts, words, and actions that reflect an abundance mindset. Prosperity is my path. I think you could be being guided to do that. Looks aren't necessarily the only thing. No, not at all. I can't say, oh, thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate all your YouTube comments. How much money would it take to make you spend a night at a cemetery? Literally $0. I would do that crap for free. Are you kidding me? Like, I think cemeteries are so cool. I would do that crap for free, $0. When women don't want to make eye contact with you, it's a sign you are cursed. No. It's a sign we live in a disconnected day and age. That's all it's a sign of, I promise. Yes, sometimes we see what we want to see rather than what is actually true. Yes, you don't miss opportunities right in front of you. Yes. No, cold approaching and online won't work unless you are a Chad. You will have to warm approach to have a chance. Yes, ideology is the enemy. I feel you, Frank. I am always a you. Yeah. Yeah, Bobby is right. Bobby's right. No, 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 no. You can get truth, Jay, you can get truth from direct experience. But ideology, yes, like you'd be correct. That's how we make sense of the world. But if you want to get to the raw truth, it becomes with a radical deconstruction of what you thought reality to be from the moment you were born. Do you remember the tallest man you've ever seen? Me personally, no. Amanda, people are on social media bragging about ugly privilege. Doesn't that seem so arrogant? Women are bragging. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Spend a night in a cemetery? Yes, I would do that for free. If Amanda doesn't answer your question, yes, exactly. Yes. Ideology is often used in slightly pejorative sense, but it needed something negative. I'm not trying to say it's all negative, but I'm trying to say that it can be a very limited way of understanding the world and a limited way of understanding truth. Um, he will just scare women if you cold approach them. I think it's all about how you do it, and being upfront and being honest. But again, I think that I think it's such a waste of opportunity that we don't approach each other more. And I wish it was more normalized for women to do it as well. Yes, I do. I like horror movies. I've seen a lot of like the older ones, like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Night of the Living Dead. What else is there? Oh, Halloween 1, Halloween 2 with Jamie Lee Curtis. Those are great. Obviously, Halloween 2 is my favorite one. Friday the 13th is also another classic. I like classic horror movies. Where do you find love when you feel like it doesn't exist? This is hard. Like, how are you supposed to? This is where I have a lot of empathy, because it's like, how are you just supposed to train your brain that got so used to being alone out of self-preservation? How do you train your brain to like believe that there is a chance that love can still exist? But you have to like create some delusional set of proof in order for you to not have that wall up. Like, it is really hard. What I'm saying is not easy at all, and I'm still even trying to understand it. I think a lot of you guys will benefit from I get what you're saying. I don't like a lot of that type of stuff though, because I do think that there's a lot of pseudoscience, a lot of shame wrapped up in that. When I think there's a way to adopt a healthier relationship with self pleasure, if that makes sense. That doesn't involve shame, and that doesn't involve this very high level of understanding or strict regimen. Amanda, do you like Star Trek or any other fan? Not. I did. You guys see the latest Mission Impossible? Hello, Charlie. Hello, it's good to see you. My friend has cold approached women his entire life. It works when the guy looks good, has a nice smile, and a genuine positive energy. I think positive energy is what's most important too. Just in general. Have you ever visited Chinatown section at a major city? Uh, probably. Sel, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am going to pull you an affirmation card, Sel. Thank you so much. Ooh, so you got I am thriving, Sel. You got I am thriving. I am living life to its fullest and flourishing more and more every day in every way. Thriving is my natural state and I embrace it with with gratitude and joy. I am committed. So this could be being really committed to something right now. I'm getting heavy commitment energy to cultivating practices that best support living my best life. I am the architect of my reality, and I create a life fulfilled with thriving moments. I am resilient, and I swiftly bounce back from setbacks with a stronger spirit. That's for you, Sel. That's for you. Thank you so much for the donation. And if you guys ever want me to give you a specific like reading on a question, I will try to attempt to do that here. Neither can I do can sorry, I lost what are your thoughts on marriage and family? I don't have any particular thoughts on marriage and family. I think oftentimes a lot of people that want that will just say, "Oh, I'm not going to be able to get that." Or, like if this is in your destiny to have a marriage and to have a family, you got to be taking that serious. Like, I want to manifest this into my reality. This is the reason why I was born. I really believe if you tell yourself this is the reason why I was born, you can manifest everything, and it gives your soul like a strong conviction to keep trying, because things are going to get hard, because it's not going to be easy. When I love it. I obviously love it. It's like amazing to make eye contact here in this disconnected society. It's so rare, and it's so amazing. Um how tall am I? How tall am I? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you guys can guess. Oh, thank you so much, Charlie. Yes, yes, yes. I will pull you an affirmation card. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Let's pull you an affirmation card and a tarot card. Let's see what's going on for Charlie. What does Charlie need to know? What does Charlie need to hear at this time? Let's pull one card from the tarot deck, and then an affirmation card to kind of pile on top of it. Charlie L. Noob Smoke 79. What do you need to know? What do you need to hear? Ooh, so you have the World card coming through in reverse. I think your guides are guiding you not to take shortcuts just because there have been delays or something has set back. Don't follow through on something. I feel like it's the way that it's coming through. And you have the I am wealthy and the I am motivated card coming through, Charlie. So very much wealth and inner passion and motivation on the mind right now in taking something forward. Let's see. So it says, I'm wealthy. Prosperity is my energy. I'm energy. I easily connect to the stream of currency flowing in my life. Today, I'm willing to focus on what brings me joy. Yes, focus here heavily, while easily releasing any doubts or fears if they arise. I choose my thoughts, words, and actions mindfully as I play the money game. I choose to speak to myself with an optimistic vocabulary. I speak and think about prosperity with an abundance mindset. And then you have I am motivated. My passion and enthusiasm fuel my motivation, keeping me focused on my aspirations and goals. I'm disciplined and committed to my journey, making consistent progress towards the completion of my projects. Each small step I take builds momentum, driving me closer and closer to desired outcomes. So you could be building something here right now, Charlie. I release any self-doubt and replace it with unwavering self-belief and motivation. Yes, huge need to release self-doubt here. I surround myself with positive influences and allow it to fuel in all my endeavors. So that's for you, Charlie. I hope that resonated. Oh, that's so funny. That's funny. Amanda, do you love to go a wandering beneath the clear blue sky? Yes. Do you? If every girl was like Amanda, the world would be a better place. Women need more empathy for men. I swear women do. I swear women do have empathy. I swear. It just can be hard to see, but I really appreciate that. Having a family, what people usually means is having children, just extends all of our troubles onto someone else. I think a lot of people need to put a lot of like thought into why they want children and that type of thing. She's 5'10", she's 5'4". That's really funny. I'm actually 6'4". No, I'm kidding. Have you noticed how many successful restaurants themed based these days? No, I have not. Are you an astrologer? I'm not anything. I feel like I have everything that everybody else has, an intuition. And I think that you don't need to be a psychic or a healer or this type of thing just to be an intuitive person that knows how to connect with your pain and try to help people in those ways. It's not some woo magic. I don't claim that, Um, it's not her doing it though. That's the thing either. Programming. If the mind is centered around the brain. Sorry, I'm losing I'm getting lost in the sauce of the comments. Oh, okay. Where's your super chat? Okay, thank you so much, X Boney. Thank you so much. Was 100% correct. Women don't realize how much kills. So yeah, okay. So here's the thing. I'm not trying to say that how do I call it? Like SR, we can call it that. I'm not trying to say that this is bad, but what I'm trying to say is when it comes to quitting the habit of watching P0RN, pseudoscience and shame can be very difficult because it can actually make the habit even worse. It's important to not hold yourself to a standard of perfection when it comes to this concept, because this is very difficult. And there may be times where emotionally, if you struggle with watching P0RN and if you struggle with that addiction is ultimately protecting you from feeling a certain type of emotion. So I just find that shame-based kind of rhetoric, like you must abstain from this 100% or you won't attract a woman, I find that to be rather extreme, and there's a lot to be worked out, especially the root, what's causing somebody to use P0RN for escapism, if that makes any sense. I hope that answers your question, Exboni, and thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Did I miss any other super chats? I'm so sorry if I did. Do I have a sweet tooth? I do. Not as much as like a salty tooth, if that makes any sense. Which is whatever. Let's see. Sorry. Let me see the comments. Let me know if I'm missing anything. I don't know where this conversation is going. Let's see. I'm surprised at how many people are on tonight. Resisting self-pleasure is not even close to being perfect or extreme. It's weakness to be unable to do that. I think that this concept, it goes so deep and it's so complex. So I hear what you're saying, but it's really, really complex. I was asking about free will and how it's possible when the brain is based on physics. Yes, 34 I know. I'm just shocked. I honestly wasn't expecting anybody to be in the chat tonight. So I really appreciate you guys for being here. Let's start pulling some okay. Oh yes, someone was asking about IFS earlier. I've been looking to the IFS approach, ironically to distract myself from internal disharmony provoked by happy news. I have a number of questions about it, but will limit myself to only two. Yes, IFS is what I use with clients. I love IFS. It's something I've had used on me firsthand. So I really hope to help people through the use of IFS whenever I can, if that makes any sense. But what's going on tonight in this collective energy? I also have this beautiful moon oracle deck that we can pull on, but let's see what's going on in the energy tonight for the collective. Yes, everybody leave a like. I really would appreciate that. Let's see what's going on tonight with the collective. What's going on tonight with the collective? What do you guys need to know? What do you guys need to hear? Ooh, World card coming out again in the upright for the collective. Oh, thank you so much, Bobby. I appreciate that. Have you studied? No, I have not. I don't even know what that is. So Wheel of Fortune coming through in the reverse and the World card coming through. I feel like collectively, a lot of people are so used to things not going their way, especially romantically or even financially, even business wise, that we all are kind of having a collective issue of assuming the worst. Not even just the worst in dating, but we could be assuming the worst in business right now because we're so not used to things going our way. This is a lot of like, I can only expect bad luck because I've only had bad luck, but I feel like the cycle and the energy is like, wait, but this is your time to actually step into a positive moment. What do we need to hear? What is the collective recovering from? Yep. Yep. I feel like a lot of this is heavily in our past. This is heavy past energy, resisting change, holding on to past memories, and that's what's creating this disharmony, this lack of will, this thinking that nothing will ever work. It can be so hard when you have all these bad socialization experiences, and why would you want to commit to anything ever again? You know, with that Page of Pentacles card coming through in the reverse, it's like, why even try to manifest? Like, everything in my past is just bad. And I feel like a lot of us are getting lost in our ego, kind of forgetting that we actually deserve the successes that are coming this way. This is meant to come in quickly for some of us. These changes are meant to come in quick, but you are being asked not to try to control every decision and everything around you at this time. To not I really am getting something heavily in the energy of there's some deception here and thinking that every woman is cold. And with the Knight of Cups and the Lovers card coming through in the upright, I believe that the collective is being guided to remember that not every woman is extremely cold. I don't like, this is one of those things that when you're so used to emotional losses and taking a methodical, logical approach, we can begin to think that every woman is cold, but I'm telling you guys that this is not the case. It could be quite the opposite. Let's see. Sorry. Let's see. I feel like the universe wants me to fail. It doesn't, right? But it can feel like that though. Sometimes I literally will throw a tantrum like I'm a child again. Like, and I've done this like just very recently where I've like sat there and thrown a tantrum and I'm like, why are you giving me what I want? Like, blah, blah. Like, I will literally, honestly, my self-talk with the universe will be really bad sometimes. I'll just be like, yeah, the universe just hates me. Just, and I'll say that just so when what follows, that pain that's there, whatever follows me saying that, I'm like, you know, my health going bad or things going in the wrong direction, the universe just hates me anyways, and it almost feels comfortable to say it like that. So I've definitely been there before. So do you does the following happen with you? Regardless of the answer, what is the proper response to the situation? Suppose a person encounters something in the presence of others and a part has a fit. It expresses contempt, disgust, and so on. Later, this person takes a step back and realizes he went too far. It's not the way he was lying. He honestly reported how he, or at least the part in charge in that moment, felt. But now a different, more even-keeled part, let's not presume it's the self, takes over and feels differently. The trouble is the person has already committed himself to an extreme position. Contradict his earlier statement and others will understandably think him dishonest. It seems, listen, all of our parts are going to make extreme decisions for us, right? But if these people are your true friends, or if these people are meant to be in your true inner circle, they won't abandon you for having parts. Like, what you're explaining here is so human. Sometimes we have a part that thinks in black and white and takes over. And then after the situation is over and the water's calm, we're like, wait a minute, that wasn't me. That was just this part. I don't even resonate with that. I gotta walk myself back. It's okay to walk yourself back. If these people are truly meant for you, they hopefully won't abandon you just because a part took an extreme belief. Does that make any sense? Um, a few days ago, I was irritated by something you said in a video and left a nasty comment. Sometime later, a different part, realized you were doing something clever and my reaction was unfair. It's fine to admit this because the stakes are low, but if this happened with a person I know, I'd feel obliged to promote the extreme part to avoid the appearance of dishonesty. It's not dishonesty when you're being honest about how this part, how you don't resonate with this part, and in that moment, that part was taking over and like charging. But if you no longer resonate with this part, it's not being dishonest. But you have to learn within yourself how to forgive yourself for having parts that aren't perfect. It's part of what makes us human. Um, um, let's see. Oh yes, yes. So I hope that that helps. I hope that that helps. Oh yes, I know. I know you keep recommending that. I gotta look into that. Do you believe in the astral realm, creatures messing with us? No, I believe the astral realm creatures like don't even need to mess with us. You know what I mean? I think I think they know that we mess with ourselves, you know, if that makes any sense. Amanda, do you feel some of the people we encounter in real life are actually not real? No, no. Oh, Matthew, thank you so much for the donation, and Sel, thank you so much. I'm so sorry I missed your guys' comments. Stopped smoking weed and drinking, have been having a lot of dreams. They seem very relevant for my life. Yes. Yes. Let's pull you a card from Moonology too. Okay, let's see. So what kind of dreams have you been having? Let's see. I do think that they're very much relevant. I do think that they're relevant. And so let me know if you have a question. What kind of dreams have you been having recently? Or why? Okay, you got the Knight and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. This may sound like some really weird counterintuitive advice, but there's a lot of cups energy coming through. I feel like a lot of this is your subconscious needing to release sadness. Clarify. I feel like there's a lot of heavy emotions involved. You said that you gave these things up. You could have felt like codependent on smoking and drinking at one point. There's a sadness with leaving these things behind. You have to grieve it. Um, yes, this is about releasing pain, releasing negative self-talk, moving on. This is about recovery. I really think you're being guided to cry right now, Matthew. I think that that will make this burnout and the stress. Yes, with the Ace of Cups again, I think it'll make this burnout and this stress from leaving these things behind so you have independence from them better once you let those tears like fall through. But let's see. What else do you need to know? And congratulations, by the way. Congratulations, because that's huge. That's huge. And I'm going to pull you a card from the Moon deck. This will be an oracle card. Matthew, what do you need to know? What do you need to hear about drinking, these dreams? What do you need to know? What do you need to hear? Matthew, what do you need to know? What do you need to hear? What do you need to know? What do you need to hear about these dreams for Matthew? Matthew. Cut your losses card coming through in the upright. Cut your losses card coming through in the upright. Let's see. Let's see. What is the message for you? Cut your losses. What's happening isn't your fault. Are you being too self-conscious? Do you need to look on the bright side a little more? Life goes in cycles. You need to accept that this is a moment to do the necessary emotional work. Yes, Matthew, you are being guided to get in touch with some of these emotions of sadness that could be in your unconscious right now. It would be absolutely lovely if life were nothing but rainbows and unicorns. But after a certain age, say around 7 years old, we start to realize there's always going to be light and shade. Drawing this card suggests right now you may be going through a little bit more shade than light. you're not at your best, and it could be that the situation you're inquiring about is taking its toll on you and your vitality. You have two choices at this point. Either you keep going in the same direction you've been heading in up to this point, or you do what it takes to cut your losses. In other words, it's possible for you to change tack now. Are you absolutely committed to the actions you've been taking lately? You're not running on full power in this situation at this moment. So if you want to change that, you need to think about what is going to strengthen your position in your current situation. It's not easy to be spontaneous, and that can make everything feel rather tedious. I hope that that message resonates with you, Matthew. Feel free to let me know in the comments. Thank you so much, Sel. Thank you so much. I feel like I should be journaling. Yes, journaling the dreams would be a really good idea too. Yeah, no problem, Jay. I hope that that helped. I agree. People should pace themselves with abstinence. Don't shame yourself. However, P0RN is a net negative for society. So P0RN, I got to do a video on this, but you got to think for some people that have really, really, oh, gosh, this is such a complex thing. Some people have really, really negative emotions, and the only way that those people have been able to release those emotions is through this. So it's one of those things like, yes, it's negative, but nothing is just like inherently evil. It's really complex, the human relationship to these things. So I hope that that makes sense. Thank you so much, though, for the donation. Oh, thank you, Jesse. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't remember much of my dreams. My dreams are usually nightmares. I just try not to be like iDubbbz, and it's actually being good for me. What's wrong with iDubbbz? Oh no. Did you guys watch all the H3 stuff? Have you ever walked out to the mall and realized you've forgotten where you parked your car? No, luckily I have not. Oh my gosh, it sounds not like a fun experience. No, I don't. I wish I did, because I've coached a lot of people. I can say it here, I've coached a lot of people, but I don't have a review page, and it's honestly because I'm too technologically challenged at this time to do that. But I need to make a page like that. I can remember a dream where a raccoon was breeding and having children in cats. In another dream, there was a hybrid child of a cat and a opossum, which was called a. That's hilarious, Sel. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yes, that's hilarious. I have a lot of weird dreams with my female coworkers. That's totally fine. Should I give up having a relationship if I want to free myself of human attachments and No, 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 no. You'll get it backwards. Human attachments is what helps you awaken. There's a fine balance, but you'll get this backwards. If you let go of all your relationships, you'll find out the hard way when you start socializing again that you're actually going to be starting all over. You have to work through the emotional wounds one step at a time, one hangout at a time. And having that coach or that therapist will help you work through these emotional wounds. The more you avoid it, the more fear is like it's going to drive up. We're going to be like threading away at your social anxiety is what's going to be happening. But doing this won't help you awaken. It will just create a wall, and then you'll feel the most disconnected you've felt. Do you approve of Todd V dating? I think he's fine. I don't necessarily really like dating channels like that, just because I think that there's so much to be said for going deeper about loneliness and why it's there. Oh yes, okay, I'm so glad, Matthew. I'm so glad. Yeah, really cry. You guys, I know that this is a stupid advice and but you guys would be surprised how much crying actually does release pain. Do you know? No, I don't. I don't know about it specifically, but it sounds cool. Do you believe in items? No, not really. I believe in items being having healing abilities, but I don't believe in items being cursed. The internet is dying. Increasingly more activity online done by bots. I'm rethinking how I consume content. Are you doing the same? Yeah, I wish that I didn't consume content through the internet, but at the same time, oh, thank you so much, CK. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Clarity. Let's see, let's see. Let's see what's going on with CK right now. Yeah, but sometimes like I'll look at the garbage entertainment I watch and I'll be like, this is just such garbage, but I watch it anyways, you know. I tell myself I'm gonna read a book. I still have like not yet to enter the day where like my hypothetical entertainment world is just reading books and not consuming anything that the internet has to offer at all whatsoever. But let's see. I'm sorry. I'm looking for CK. What's going on in CK's energy, spirits, ancestors, angels, aliens, guides, God, goddesses, and ascended masters from above? What does CK need to know right now? What does CK need to hear right now? Thank you so much for the donation, CK. I really appreciate you guys putting your trust into me as I'm navigating the tarot landscape. But what does CK need to know? What does CK need to hear? What is going on in your energy at this time, CK? What do you need to know? What do you need to hear? Self-love messages for CK. You could be dealing with a lot of anxiety right now at this time. A lot of anxiety, maybe almost there might be like a lack of confidence. Something that once felt reliable and supportive no longer feels reliable and supportive is the way that it feels. A lot of this anxiety that you're having is from these high expectations, CK. I see a part of you putting unachievable expectations on yourself right now, maybe to please somebody else. And I'm seeing the Hermit card in reverse, feeling like the only person you have right now is yourself to retreat and to balance those emotions out in with. Yeah, I see you really retreating back into yourself out of this feeling of like I have no other choice. Like I need to balance my emotions. I need to retreat. I need to go inside. Yeah, your advice is to focus, CK. Don't let this aggressive energy burn you out, because I see you really needing to get back to stand on business again, CK, to stand on business. I think that that's really important for you. Let's see. Let's pull you a an oracle message. An oracle message for CK. What do your spirits, ancestors, angels, aliens, guides, God, goddesses, and ascended masters from above, what do they want you to know? What do they want you to hear for CK? CK. What do they want you to know? You have the go for it card coming through. So really needing to refocus that energy. Go for it card. Go for it card. Let's see. Let's see. I wish I could play music on YouTube. It stinks that I can't. Sorry, I'm trying to find this. Oh, hello, Mr. Gomez. Hello. Thank you so much for joining tonight. I'm so sorry, CK. I cannot find the freaking oracle message for this go for it card. Go for it. Okay, here we go. Don't give up. Aim even higher. Success is within your grasp. Challenges can be character building. That's important to keep in mind. This is happening for a reason. Challenges can be character building. Belief makes the seemingly impossible possible. If you were hoping that the cards would confirm that you can get what you want, you're in luck. This card comes with the message, go for it. In other words, it's all there for you to win. If you've been doubting yourself or questioning your ability to achieve a goal or to make something work, this card reminds you that you're magical and amazing and you should rise to the challenge. Go forward with the positive expectation that everything can work out exactly as you'd like it to. The road ahead might stretch you a little, and you may have to call on resources that you didn't know you had. So try not to become upset or even resentful if things don't unfold exactly in the way you would want. There's a reason why it's all developing the way that it is, and part of the reason could well be because it's helping you grow as a person. So thank you so much, CK. I hope that that helps. I hope that that helps. Um, let's see. Sorry, I'm looking at the comments. Alan Watts. Yes, I've heard of Alan Watts. I've heard. Um, I've heard some music incorporating his philosophy as well. Amanda, do you think that you are lucky? Yes and no. It depends on my mood. I should feel like I'm lucky. I should feel like I'm lucky. I don't know. Do you believe in reptiles? Hell yeah. Um, yeah, post scroll, bro. Yes, yes. We are kind of food for the elites. Fair, fair. I've gone no contact for going 3 weeks with a woman that I like and I love dearly. But thank you, definitely keep my head up. Yes, yes. What are your thoughts on going no contact with family? I think that if you can, I think that we're meant to heal generational trauma wounds with our family if you can. But in extreme cases, some of us don't have that opportunity, and it's best to go no contact even with family. But as long as you know that you've tried and that it's really on them to heal and not on you, then you gotta protect your peace at the end of the day. Yeah, I wish I could play music on YouTube. Um, did I miss a question? Oh, okay, yes, that is a great question. Yes. Amanda, have you heard of Magic Maya and her content? Interesting overlapping, interesting stories. No, no, I have not. I have not. Um, I am no contact with my dad. The one I had trauma from. I something. Sorry, um I'm no contact with my dad. The one I had trauma card for talked about. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, John, I'm so sorry, but I think that yeah, I think that sometimes that can be the biggest um way to set those boundaries if that makes any sense. Um and she said all the bad things I did in life when I was a child, developing brain. Yes. Goodbye, Sel. If you're signing off for tonight. Goodbye. Oh, hello, Mr. Gomez. Thank you so much for the donation. How do one come across a potential female partner without coming across having an agenda with her? I think being friends with her is still the best. Yeah, I think being friends is great too. It's one of those things that gets a lot of hate, and it's like, why? Why does it get so much hate? How does one come across potential female partner having an agenda with her? It's okay to have a little bit of an agenda and to let her know kind of like upfront, especially if the agenda is like, hey, I want to take you out on a date. That might not be such a bad agenda to have, and then that kind of clears things up. I think that there's a lot of power, Mr. Gomez, in being direct, in trusting the divine timing of the universe is what's coming through. I am in co-creation with the universe, living as an embodied expression of divinity. Divine light guides my way. You need to remember, Mr. Gomez, that you have a lot of light to offer in a relationship. I am in harmony with the divine flow of life, and I surrender to its wisdom and grace. I am an expression of divine creativity, and I harness its power to bring through my unique gifts. I'm connected to the divine essence of my soul and to all that is. That's for you, Mr. Gomez. That's for you. Um, okay. I'm glad. Just a quick question. Are neediness and attachment the same? If not, what's the difference? Neediness and attachment. So there's different types of attachment styles. There's anxious attachment and avoidant attachment styles. I tend to find that everybody is a little bit of both, depending on the day and the reasoning behind it. Um, I just try to be present these days and acknowledge I don't know anything about love. Sometimes that's all you can do. Sometimes that's all you can do is just acknowledge I don't know everything about the universe, and that includes whether or not I'm going to be in love. Like we're so quick to be so stern in our knowledge that nothing is going to work out, but it's like why don't we be stern in the knowledge that something is going to work out? Easier said than done though, because Lord knows I get it. No problem, Mr. Gomez. I hope that resonated. Yes, attachment styles. As you said, they start with parents, how they treat their kids. Yes, exactly. Me too. I also have the anxious attachment style. I get that too. A lot of people that survive certain types of traumas get that anxious attachment style because they're not used to people validating their emotions and not used to people validating their own life experience. So it's like, hey, sorry, I got to check in with you. Do you think my life experience is valid? And if not, I'm going to feel anxious about it, to be honest. I'm sick of being in the dark when it comes to everything in life. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. It's hard. It's hard, guys. It's hard. Life can be hard. Life can be difficult. Especially when our parts are triggered, right? Like we all have the self with a capital S, but we all have parts. And when we see the world through parts, life can feel a lot worse. It can be like, why is this happening to me? The world is out to get me. It's everything. It's this extreme, and those are our parts. And soon as we kind of get a break from our parts is when life feels like it's worth living, almost, if that makes any sense. But I really appreciate everybody for being in this live tonight. I really wanted to do a little bit longer on the live, so I'm thinking let's try to get to 1 hour and 45 minutes. How are you guys feeling about that? Or is that too long? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I apologize for canceling yesterday's stream. I did not mean to do that. I would like to get a good grip and handle on anxious attachment disorder and want to eventually work to become secure attachment style. Yes, thanks Amanda for shedding the light on one of your videos. Yes. Secure attachment, it also comes from within. The more secure you feel within your own feelings, the easier that attachment style is. How do I know when I'm done with healing? Sadly, you're never done with healing. You're healing for as long as you are alive. Consciousness is messy. From the minute you're born, you're going to be healing from something. But there will be this moment where you just feel like, hey, I don't think I hate myself as much anymore. Where you can kind of view the world, if not only for a moment, when you're sitting in at that traffic light, you can finally view the world from this place of like, everything's actually okay. Because until we start that healing and until we talk to that one other person, it literally feels like the world is on fire. I have no better way to explain it. But the self-hate, you don't even realize how much it clouds your everyday minute that you're just experiencing life. So do you not believe in non-duality? No, I mean, I think that everything is one, everything is connected, if that makes any sense. But yeah, let me know, guys. I will actually try to do an hour and a half of today's live. But let me know if you guys have any more questions. That's why we have scars. They fade over time, but they never fully disappear. Exactly. Yeah. You'd be surprised. You can go to like an intensive therapeutic retreat and talk about every single core wound in your childhood. And yet those parts are still going to come back up. No matter how healed they are, no matter how far away from that past traumatizing situation they are, they're still part of us, and they make up so much of us. So they're gonna, teeter back in every now and again, and it's about being prepared for it. Which works through those conversations. You talk about how life is difficult. How are you able to deal with it so well given all you've gone through? Um, I feel like it's a journey. I feel like it's a journey. I feel like I'm dealing with life probably better now than I ever have been before, especially like within the last decade, but it's not necessarily easy. Like I'm healing just as much. I'm healed enough to help other people, but I'm not 100% healed within myself. Every day I'm learning new things about my parts. Every day I'm learning new things about my thoughts and how I negatively assume things won't work out, and it's like, why do I do that? I don't know. I've been trying to heal for so long, I don't freaking know. 2 hours would be nice. Clean and even number or do live stream 2 hours that's so awesome. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I met a girl today that seems to be my kind of type. Maybe pull a card. She seems not too written down. Yeah. If you guys want, I will pull any individual cards if you guys send a donation of any amount. And if I miss a donation, feel free to let me know. Do you think it's unfair that humans are young for what seems like the blink of an eye? Yes, I do think it's unfair, but also, we're not meant to be here forever. And would you want to be here forever? Would you want to be young forever? Forever is a long time. Trust me. Um, yes, flashbacks are horrible. It makes it seem like something ages ago is recent. Also, just because society values youth doesn't necessarily mean that the best points of your life will be when you're quote unquote young. The best moments of your life could be when you're way older, and it's the life experience that allows you to finally like calm down. Um oh yes, yes. Unfortunately, not only I have the anxious attachment thing, I'm also in the yeah. Yeah, no, of course. Yes, of course, Mr. Gomez, but you sound really self-aware. And that's one of the first things to kind of healing these things. Remember, you're not plagued with the anxious attachment wound. It does not have more power over you. Just your self-awareness and kind of being like, "Oh, I get a little bit too anxiously attached," goes to show how much further you are on your healing journey than you may even realize at this moment. So really take it easy on yourself. Um, this is real there. Yes, I don't think I want to be here forever. Yes, that forever would be long. Um, I know this goes for sometimes they want to live a long time. You wonder what's wrong with them. Do you guys know that guy Brian Johnson or something? He always talks about how he's trying to live forever. I do not agree with his philosophy or his take on life. I think all the stuff he's doing is not good. I don't know why I have this take though. I'm not trying to hate on science, but I just think it's a ridiculous concept. I've already been here for 22 years and a bit wild. I have decades more to go, but as an adult this time. Yes, yes, I know. Life is a whole trip, you guys. It's crazy. I talked to an adult woman who didn't realize men have troubles getting dates until recently. She saw it online. Is this true for most women? I think a lot of us are really disconnected, and I think that we all wish that there was an easier way to meet people that didn't just require us to rely on the apps, right? I think across the board, we're all feeling this disconnection and this loneliness, which is like crazy. Um, Oh, interesting. I have been feeling a bit better to the point where I'm hopeful knowing what the heck is plaguing myself of sabotaging my yeah, a lot, take it easy on yourself. Like you already are so self-aware and it takes two to tango. And a lot of this isn't just on us. Like, we're just humans at the end of the day. Like, there's not going to be a moment when we're healed and we're complete and we're perfect. It's about getting used to the fact that there is no completion in this journey. It just continues to keep unfolding, as uncomfortable and cringy and annoying that is. Oh, thank you so much, Raymond. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much, Raymond. I really appreciate that. I've not seen your channel profile before. So, would you like an affirmation card, Raymond? Thoughts and minds. Would you like an affirmation card? What do your spirits, ancestors, angels, aliens, guides, God, goddesses, and ascended masters from above want you to know? What do they want you to know right now from Raymond? Raymond. Ooh. I am hopeful, Raymond. So, not losing faith, not losing your hope in something is strongly coming through. It's not inappropriate to still have that childlike hope, I am hopeful. I look through the lens of optimism and possibility. I have the intelligence and the ability to get through anything. I invite new ways of thinking about challenging situations. I believe in my ability to set myself free from fear with a hopeful heart. It is easy to look on the bright side of all situations. My hope is contagious. It uplifts those around me, creating a ripple of positivity and light. Yes, that is for you, Raymond. I hope that helps, but your guides want you to be hopeful about something at this time. You're not crazy, you're not delusional for being hopeful. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Gomez. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What is the thing they like to say? You're not entitled to love. Thank you so much, Mr. Gomez. Maybe I should focus on getting someone I know to be loyal to. Can you stream with Rehab Room? I don't know who that is. I feel like someone told me about them. Maybe I do know who that is. Oh my God, Raymond and Amanda is like oil and water. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who Raymond is, but I really do appreciate the donation, and I hope that helps. But yeah, let's see what else is coming through tonight in the collective, you guys. What am I missing? Any other comments? Like any other questions? Did I miss any other donations? Do you think it's always worth staying open to romance, given you're not a romantic? Yes, it's important to stay open for romance. It's important to stay open for that. If you finally find a fulfilling relationship, won't you always fear to lose her? If you finally find a fulfilling relationship, so that's when you're still in a very anxious state of mind, right? That's when your healing hasn't fully gone through yet. Because when you are dating from this like, oh, this should never happen to me, like it's going to be over by tomorrow, there's still a lot of parts of you that are very much in this high stakes, anxious kind of traumatized way. Let's see. Rehab Rube is a black. Okay, yes, and that's probably how I've heard of him before. If I'm socially isolated, hermit, schizophrenic with a stutter, is there any hope for me? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. I have heard of wheat waffles. Yes, I have heard of wheat waffles. I have. I know it can feel like there's no hope, but that's from a lot of that past pain. That's from a lot of that past trauma that's coming through. I'm tarot pilled. Yes. Jay asked if you finally find a fulfilling relationship. Yes. Yeah, that's that fear coming through because that's that thinking that this shouldn't be happening to me, and that's coming from a place of strong trauma, strong pain, where your mind had nothing else but to assume that the worst was only what was in store for you. I wouldn't have to be anxiety that she would leave. It can be fear of death. It wouldn't have to be anxiety. It's like when you're in a state where it's a sign of trauma when things in your life finally start to go well, and the first reaction you have to it is like, I'm gonna lose it forever. I'm having a good day today, so I actually might get hit by an ice cream truck. You know what I mean? Like it's that type of extreme thinking when there is truly a balance and in a middle. Um, yes, I'm very tired as well, but I'm just so surprised to see so many people in the chat today. It's really scary. Too many signals. Yes. Great. Cool, cool, cool. Nice, nice, nice. But yeah, no, I mean it's one of those things like when we continue to assume the worst about life. I mean, it's just like when something starts to go well, it almost feels like a foreign concept to not be in pain, to not be in suffering. Wait, I can actually relax. Wait, reality can actually offer me a relationship. Like these things feel impossible for a reason, a deep dark truth that's unconscious to us and that takes a crap ton of faith to overcome. I know that I'm healing and wounded, and I wish I had some starting tools to approach women, potential partners, without the PTSD of anxious attachment. It triggers me where I'm worried if they text back. Yes, yes, yes. It can be so hard because your parts are just looking for that love, but that comes with that internal validation from within. But it's hard. It's a hard habit to kick. It almost feels like the anxious part of you has like a mind of its own when it's doing that, because quite honestly, it does. Do you consider yourself neurodivergent? It's rare to see someone like you in the BP space unless they've been in the outsider neurodivergent. Yeah, I mean, I think that that's fair to say. Like, I grew up with dyslexia, so I grew up in like unique classrooms, with unique people in them. I was never like just a regular kid in quotes. From a young age I was quote unquote strange, if you will, from a very young age. Just the types of people I would be friends with. I mean, it was like me and all the special ed kids. I don't know if that makes me neurodivergent or just just extra, but that is part of me, my story. um it's interesting with all these labels too, not to be one of those types of people, but we do label things a lot, and I find it interesting. What are these things for? I find that neurodivergent people are actually a little bit more loving depending on the case. Has anyone ever told you that you could be good casting choice as an elf in Lord of the Rings? No, no, but that sounds really cool. I appreciate that. Thank you. um Yes, yes. BP is black pilled. Yes. No. No. Who is that? Who is that? I mean, we are all strange in our own way, so I'm sure there are people here that disagree that you're strange. Yes, yes, yes. I'm saying like on paper, like technically definitely a weird kid, if that makes any sense. Your thoughts on the relationship between Rose and Jack? They only knew each other for a handful of days. Do you think we can have brief, excellent relationships, but that these cannot last long? Um, Yeah, I think that the romance between Jack and Rose was so iconic for its time because it was something that it was a romance that wasn't based off convenience, right? It wasn't based off convenience, and I think that those are the best types of romances, those that aren't based off convenience, if you will. Um, yes, yes. I don't know. Yes. Um, I see you made it. It's a bit rude. Yeah, I so many people make so many hate videos on me. Um, it's like a part of the deal. Like I get hated on a lot, a lot, a lot. Um, and action article. Oh gosh, I cannot find this person's YouTube channel. Um, the video. Should I do like a live reaction to it? I don't even know where this person's channel is. Whenever I look it up, it's not. Maybe he blocked me? Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true, Samuel. That's true. That's true. I can't even find this person's channel. Maybe for the best. Maybe for the best. Let's see. Hello, Glow Pierre. It's so nice to see you in the chat. Yes, I believe we all have a soul, if that makes sense. Tarot card Becky. Oh my god. Tarot card Becky. Advice. Oh, I see it now. Oh my gosh, his channel is heavily, heavily hidden. Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't have time to watch it now, but I will say I get a lot of hate. Many people do not like me. It happens. I won't even look it up. People are so wild. Yeah, exactly. What are you gonna do? Like at the end of the day, what are you gonna do? Um, I'm so shocked. Like, am I still on live? It's so crazy. I feel like I've been live for a long time. What about you guys? What about you guys? Should I get off soon? Um, you get hate videos. Why? You're a lovely fish in a small pond. Why would a bully grab a fish from that pond? Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I think I have a way of triggering people. And I don't mind that because I'm not here just to be liked or for validation. I'm here to help. And sometimes people that get the most triggered by something, they're getting triggered because there's a semblance of truth there. Because there's a semblance of something true that could be there that maybe perhaps they aren't like aware of, if that makes any sense. I think I think if I wasn't getting any hate, I would be concerned, you know? I'm challenging the narrative, if that makes any sense. Let's see. Chad will probably stay with you. Probably stay with you. No, Chad. No, Chad. Do you believe we have multiple souls? I believe that we can have multiple personality. That's called DID. Um, Everybody thinks this. Like, I don't know why. Like, I don't know. I mean, do you remember Amanda's first video? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. There are some days where I'm just like, I feel like, I feel like I've not gotten like that much love on the internet, and it's like, why do I still even do it? You know? But it's because I care. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, people get really triggered by what I have to say in a way that I just don't see happen to other content creators. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But what are you gonna do? Like, if you're saying stuff that I believe is more real than what other people say, you're gonna trigger people. Um, yes, exactly. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, no, it's fine. Like, I think that there's so many reasons for it. I think people like look at me and they make an assumption. If that makes any sense. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Right. Right. Like I don't have like an only farms. I'm here to actually help people like walk through some of the hardest things that that they have gone through. We live in a very disconnected society, and this space in a weird way has provided me with a community outlet that I've needed just to stay sane. A lot of you guys have helped me in ways that you guys might not even be aware of. Like, this has helped me um, with some form of purpose. Otherwise, I'm just floating around waiting on death. The only content that doesn't trigger the internet is content about fast food. Yes, right, right. And you'd be surprised. Even the simplest of content won't trigger people. So that's true too. I've seen some cute men, but then again, I look at my face for a minute and it's like, yeah, it ain't worth it. Your channel name is triggering for the black pillars. Yes. Yes. Your content is so original. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that, John. I really appreciate you guys are very nice. I really do appreciate your guys's positive energy. Ooh, we are at an hour and a half. This did say when the dumb thing was interesting. Unfortunately, the videos are gone. Yeah, if you were around for that, like that's some true OG stuff. He's doing well though now. He's doing well. I don't want to talk about it just out of respect for the whole situation, but if you were around for back then, that was an interesting time. This community has given me a lot. I'm not gonna lie. This weird niche aspect of everything, it's giving me a lot. It's made me feel less alone, so I hope to do that for at least one other person and not just enrage everybody. Oh, thank you, Sean. I really appreciate that. Oh, no. I will never start a Discord server again. Not for a long time, not for a minute. It got toxic really, really fast. Oh, thank you, CK. That's true. That's true. I have a lot to be thankful for. I really do. You guys give back to me more than y'all know. Hence why I don't give up on it yet. I think people don't want somebody that's going to challenge the narrative, right? But it needs to be challenged because as much as you may hate my content, a lot of this other stuff, I mean, you don't know, like, we're talking about the lives of people that are on the verge of ending it. There's got to be a way that we can help. So birth rates, never give up. Thank you. Yeah. I'm glad to see that there are some good communities building. Yeah, this space is interesting. Just to see the rise and fall of this YouTube space in the past 5-ish years is like pretty crazy. Oh, thank you, CK. Thank you. And yeah, guys, I have a coaching link down below, and I'm in school for this stuff. So click that coaching link, okay? I think it's a lot of a wasted opportunity for some of you guys. You can have one-on-one time with me. We talk, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be valuable. But you have to really be seeking that wisdom for inside yourself. How can I help make things different? Who can I talk to? Oh, thank you, Isaiah. I appreciate that. Yes, click that coaching link. Let's do like a final collective reading before I sign off here for tonight. I might even try to go live tomorrow, depending. Hello. So let's see what's the affirmation. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Gomez. Yes. On my last video topic, yes, that's a true story as to what drew me to this space of healing men. It was my own social isolation from a very young age, having an existential crisis amongst a group of people who could not relate, made me feel insane. I just wanted to understand, like, why can't I just fit in with everybody else? Like, sometimes it's not just about the lack of community, it's about when your community is superficial and toxic. How do you fight your way out of that? It's some of the loneliest things I've ever felt were with a group of people. Hi, Chris. Hi. Hello. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for joining. Yes, yeah, I would like to come on tomorrow. Yeah, I'm wrapping up the live soon, but it's still open. If anybody wants any individual readings, I will read for you. Feel free to send through a donation, but Right now we have the synchronicity card and the do nothing for the collective coming through. Do nothing in the synchro. This is about waiting for timing to unfold itself in the collective right now. Let's get an affirmation card on top of this. Let's get an affirmation. Yes, detoxify this space. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, great. Yes. Thank you so much. Yep. And I honestly could probably stay on for longer. This stuff is tiring though. Like I wanted to go on live yesterday and I'm like, not to complain. It's like it's so much fun to be with you guys, but for me to be like constantly talking, I'll go off the live and I'll be like, damn, I'm wiped out. I'm just absolutely pooped. Ooh, we have the release card coming through. Oh, this is a beautiful message. On top of the do nothing in the synchronicity. Okay, so this reminds me of timing is everything. There's a need to release your control and the pressure that you could be having on a situation right now. There's a need to release, there's a need to surrender to it and stop blaming yourself. Sometimes when we have a hard time releasing control, it's because a lot of us are blaming ourselves. Yes, yes, it can be. It can be. And it's so fun too. I just like get tired. I don't even know why. So release. It is easy to let go of what no longer serves me. I swiftly transmute and rise above old patterns and programs of the mind. I easily released tension in the body and access a deep sense of spaciousness and relaxation within myself. As I release unhealthy thoughts, I create space for uplifting insights, inspiring change, and nourishing experiences. I am open, willing, and able to let go and release. So that's a part of the collective energy tonight, guys. It's a lot of releasing. It's a lot of releasing. Chris, I hope that you're doing well. It's good to see you in the chat. Aw, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. They're worse, 100%. And like everything that's happening to Gen Z is still happening to Gen Alpha, except on an even greater scale. The disconnection in the iPads and all that stuff starts at an even younger age. So you become more accustomed to technology replacing human connection. If you're Gen Alpha, it's like even more natural versus if you're Gen Z, at least there was that hiccup there. So you can be like, wait, maybe this isn't normal. But if you're Gen Alpha, you're going to be like, wait, technology can be replaced or connection can be replaced with technology. Okay. You know, I mean, it's happening for a reason, right? Like we're globally experiencing this hermit type of energy for a reason. There must be some awakening of the soul there, but it's not the end all be all, if that makes any sense. Yes, 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 yes. Damn, this chat was so great tonight. I really wonder if we can do this again. I should honestly, what I should start doing hypothetically is I should start going live for like an hour as many days as I can, because just an hour is such a great like cap for me. What do I think of AI writing? I think it's fine. Like AI stuff, I think that we have to be very open to what AI offers. I think that it's inevitable. It was inevitable for AI writing in quotes to go that way. But you can still be original. Do not be intimidated by a robot because there's nothing as original as you. There's nothing as original as you. If you're a true artist, you're not going to be intimidated by AI to an extent, right? Like there's of course that natural, like, what am I doing? But nothing can replace your humanness, your uniqueness, your unique perspective. Nothing can replace you at the end of the day. Yes, yes, I can. Yes, Frankie. Yes. And I hope to not have these like butched hours too. I apologize for that. Yes. 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 That sounds awesome, John. That sounds awesome. Yes. True. True. Adversity is what builds us. Yes. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Because nobody's going to have your mind, your spin, your exact way of life on those types of things. Um, Yes, it's lovely that eventually folks are waking up. Yes, yes. Okay, yeah, I will keep this in mind. Fridays and Saturdays. Yeah, because this seemed to go really well. I really like to come on live when all of you guys are active. Like this really helped it helped me tonight. I really love to hear from you guys. So just kind of being able to enter into the space when everybody's online is great. Um yeah, yeah. Yes, what is exactly right. Right. What is the reason behind that? I think art can help us make sense of our own reality and make sense of our own pain. Oh, did you guys ever see The Weeknd's new movie? It was horrible. I could do like a YouTube video on how much The Weeknd's new movie stunk. Talk about somebody who lacks creativity as an artist. Talk about The Weeknd's new movie. That was like, not to poo-poo on it, but that was not a good movie. I don't know if anybody agreed, but no hate to The Weeknd though. I think he's good at music, but he should stay out of film. Yes, yes, yes. Interesting. I should look into that. Um, Alrighty, guys, we are at 1 hour and 40 minutes. Should I end the live here? Should I end the live here? The chat is so active though, so it makes me sad. It makes me not want to end it, but I'm starting to think maybe I should end the live here. Maybe I should end the live here. And feel free, guys, if you want to be coached by me, check the description, guys. Check the description. End it. No. Check the description. Oh, we got two no's. We got two no's. Well, I don't know what to do. We want more. Oh my gosh. I'm just getting tired. That's the only thing. I'm just getting literally tired. Oh, I don't know if I can make it to 2 hours tonight. I don't know. I think I'll be back tomorrow. I think I'll be back tomorrow. 65 an hour. 65 an hour. I'll think I'll be back tomorrow though. I think tomorrow I will be back. Are you guys gonna be around for my new YouTube video tomorrow? I hope that I post one. Unfortunately, we can't control other people's feelings towards us. We can control ours. Yes, exactly. Oh, thank you so much, Charlie. Thank you, John. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Isaiah. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, guys, please talk to me. Talk to me. Hit that coaching link. I really just feel like I could really help you guys. So that's just my hot take. My hot take. Um but yeah, thank you guys all so much for joining in tonight. I really appreciate it. It's great to know that so many people are on a Saturday. Like, I love that so much. I literally feel bad ending the live right now, but you guys have all been incredible, and I will hopefully see you guys in a future live stream, in a future YouTube video. Make sure to watch my latest video if you have not already. Please, please. It's really not bad. I know a lot of people will hate on that, but it's really not bad. And again, I'm in school for this stuff, and the average for like a therapist is a lot of money until you meet your deductible. So it's like you gotta trust me. It's good. You gotta, compared to most therapy and coaching, and there are people that don't even coach that charge like a hundred for an hour. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I want to have an insurance option soon. I want to have an insurance option soon, like in like the next 2 years. Um, yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Yes, enjoy everybody. Enjoy. I will see you guys soon. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good morning. Good night. Bye. Good night. Good night. Good night.